Hello YouTube, Jonas Weefield here once again with the third versus video. This one is gonna be between Mace Windu and the pre-suited Darth Vader, Anakin Skywalker. This was a requested battle to me, so, I thought I'd take it since I didn't have any good ideas recently. So, anyways, let's start out with their, physical condition. Mace Windu was 52 years old. He was just out of his prime. So Anakin Skywalker, Darth Vader, after he had just turned Sith due to Palpatine, let's see, he would be 22 years old. So Anakin is right there in his prime, as to where Windu has just gotten out of his prime. A Jedi's prime is usually somewhere from 20 to 50, so I'm gonna give Anakin Skywalker the slight edge there. Now let's move on to lightsaber dueling. Lightsaber dueling, I'm not sure what styles they're specialized in, and I'm not that like that. So, Anakin's was very fast-paced, very offensive. Windu was also very offensive, except he was based more on overpowering the enemy instead of just trying to outmaneuver them. And he had a battle like this with Darth Sidious, where Sidious was fast and used a lot of offense, and Windu overpowered him, defeating him in the battle. So I believe in a one-on-one saber fight, Windu would have the edge. So Skywalker won, Windu. Next will be Force abilities. Skywalker he was a great Force wielder, don't get me wrong, but probably the most unique Force ability he had was Force Choke, which, as we all know, is very intense. Windu, on the other hand, could use plenty of different abilities. Like, he could use the Shatter Point to point out enemies' weaknesses in their body and basically destroy them. So Windu was a very, very versed fighter when it came to Force abilities. So definitive edge, Mace Windu. So that would just leave us with armament. Windu has a lightsaber that allows him to grip with both one hand or both hands, allowing for greater maneuverability. But as I said, Windu is focused more on overpowering his enemy than maneuverability. Of course, when it comes to fighting big armies, then he does like to maneuver a lot. But since this is just a one-on-one contest, I wouldn't say he'd be using it one-handed very often. Skywalker, his was just mainly two-handed. There was nothing special about it, just a regular standard lightsaber. So, in armament and tool, I would declare them equal. So, the verdict. I believe it would play out almost... It would start out exactly like Sidious and Windu, where Anakin would back Windu up, but Windu would keep pushing forward and eventually get the offense. However, when Anakin realized he would be defeated after just using the saber, he would fall back on his Force abilities, and maybe even using Force Choke if necessary. And I keep saying Anakin, but I mean Darth Vader. So he would most likely use Choke, kind of like he did on Obi-Wan, except that wasn't Force Choke, that was just regular. So it would be a mixture between the battle between Sidious and Windu and Obi-Wan and Anakin. Ultimately, though, after using his Choke, Windu would break free and start using Shatterpoint ability, once exploiting Anakin's weakness, he would ultimately go for the blow that destroys Anakin Skywalker. So I declare Mace Windu the winner over pre-suited Darth Vader. I hope you enjoyed that. That was very fun to do. Any more requests, just let me know. I'll be more than happy to do them. I kind of like doing these versus videos, to be honest with you, even though they're not that good. But yeah, in the meantime, goodbye, YouTube.